Before working with Stacy and Mark, I think my biggest struggle was truly communicating my thoughts and feelings with Ken. I wanted to have this perfect persona. And so I sort of felt like when I was vulnerable, I was weak. And so just leaning on, I leaned on him, but I'm leaning on him in a much different way now after working with Stacy and Mark.
Yeah, I think for me, before working with Stacy, it was, I just couldn't stay in the present. I let worries drive my life. I let more of the process or the hunt for something. And then I would achieve that.
Meeting somebody online was something that was pretty ironic, actually. Ken and I had never, ever sought somebody out to help us with our relationship. And so when we were looking for somebody, the one thing we kept saying was, we want somebody in person. We want to be able to go to an office, a place, and work with somebody. That was the one thing we kept saying over and over again. And we just couldn't find that person. Things would come up. It was really uncanny. And then I did a search, and all of a sudden Stacy came up, and she called me back. Like, I didn't realize that I had put my information where she could call back, and she called back, and there was an instant connection. Instant. And Ken and I looked at each other and we're like, oh my God, we found who we need to work with. Stacy's it, and we're doing it virtually. So it really was this divine intervention that just put all the pieces together. It was so out of our realm of what we thought or were looking for, or it was just, it was really funny. When we laugh about all the time, like, I don't know how she came into our lives like this storm. It was just, and we connected with her immediately.
Yeah, there was a connection that Stacy made with us as a couple, and there was a connection that she made with each of us, and the depth at which she spoke to us individually really just made that transition just so easy. And again, accessibility, just the worries about, well, we wouldn't have been able to do what we have done in the last few months if we had to do it the traditional way.
And you hear so often that you have to take care of yourself and you have to love yourself before you can love somebody else. And like Ken said, I kind of felt like that was a sales pitch, just what people say to, sell a book or sell a product or whatever. But, when you're working with Stacy, you live that. And it's so true because you're not only building your relationship with the person you love, but you're really building yourself, you as an individual. And that's so important, to be able to see who you are, so you know how you can be in a partnership with somebody else. And she makes you see that is so important, to be able to really work toward becoming your authentic self, so that you can then love and give that, all of those things that you want to share with somebody else in your life, you're able to do.